Shalom. Pardon me. Salakia Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I am the brother Chaya from GMS Indianapolis, the branch of Indiana. The original Gary Camp is GMS It Will Not Tarry 2. I'm going to do a response to the Apostle Tar's video he did a couple of days ago. See it on screen, entitled Response, How Hebrews Eat Food, number 39. And he responding to Genesis, the Deacon Akai. And I got another video I want to play, which made me think of this one. But on screen, you see his infamous mac and cheese. It's not famous, but it's infamous. You know, mac and cheese is just one of those Jake things. Hell, down here in Indianapolis, I don't know if it's still open. I've never been, but they got a whole restaurant dedicated to different types of macaroni and cheese. All right. But anyway, just speaking on cheese, modern American cheese, the shit you buy from the grocery store could be real bad, man. A lot of cheese that Jake eat, it don't even be real cheese. It say cheese product. All right. It'd be a very small percentage of cheese. OK, and then it'd be a whole bunch of other ingredients. When you buy real cheese, you got to eat it because it'll spoil. All right. And then you see the difference of the pricing. You go buy some real cheese. Hell, you pay about $10 for a wedge. The size of a thin piece of pie. You pay around $10, man. Minster cheese and all of those different types of cheeses, man. But then you go in there and buy some Kraft singles. They don't even say cheese; it say singles. All right, and that shit just in the refrigerator. All right, and Jake make macaroni and cheese with that too. Now, Jake getting all sophisticated now, smoked Gouda and all of that. Okay, yeah, but you got Jake making mac and cheese with just a bag of Kraft. All right, and that ain't good for you. Now, I watched this video, and I ain't gonna say too much about the dude cooking. The salmon bites looked okay. But if you want salmon bites, you got to get that from Elder Damashapot down here in Indianapolis. If you want macaroni and cheese, you got to get that from El Dayash down here in Indianapolis. All right. And then Jake eating well, I'll wait to say that part when I get to the video, the other video I want to play, if I remember. But yeah. Coming to this truth, you gotta be a cook. And when I say that, I mean, eating is essential, right? That's something you gonna do at least once a day. And that's one of the main ways that Esau really, destroy our people. So when you come into truth, you learn different things and you apply different things. You don't eat the same way that you used to. Now, you got your little guilty pleasures and shit. You're like, man, I was talking to the brother last night. He going on a sweets fast. He likes sweets, cookies in particular. But that brother in shape and that brother work out and, whatever. But having his knowledge, having his truth, you take a break from some of those things. Oh, and back on the cheese, I'm against cheese. I'm against fucking cheese. Not the good cheese, but Jake be having a goddamn cheese demon, man. Put fucking cheese on everything. Have a piece of puff and fries with mild sauce and cheese. And wondering why you clutching your damn heart like Fred Sanford, man. All right. Let me grab this real quick. Like the Elder Ariala, he did a video a while ago. He said, don't help this devil kill you. All right. Let me see. Sirach 39 and 26, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt. And then it don't be a lot of good salt out there. All right, that table salt, like Apostle Tahar mentioned. All right, you need salt, but a lot of salt that Jake got access to is not only is it of no nutritional value or very little, but it's harmful. All right, you got to be really on top of your salt, even the pink salt. All right, a lot of the pink salt, the way they process it, they got heavy metals in it. Then you get the Celtic salt. Then they mess that up. So you make the attempt and you let faith do the rest. Flour of wheat, yeah, all that enriched flour, right? The macaroni shells, they're wheat, or what is it, or whatever, some form of it, and it enriched wheat and all this extra shit. Honey, don't get me started on the honey. If you ain't getting Manuka honey, and even that's questionable, but if you ain't getting Manuka honey or some locally sourced honey, it's a good chance that ain't even real honey. And then with honey, you got to the reason why they give you honey with a wooden spoon, see, Esau don't tell you that when you get honey with a metal spoon, right, there's natural healthy enzymes that die when they come into contact with the metal spoon. So that's why you use honey with the wooden spoon. Milk, let's not start on the milk. They've been messed up the milk. Just watch a documentary on a dairy farm. How they over milking the cows. Pus and blood is in the milk. They dye it. All right. And the blood of the grape. You'll be hard pressed to find some grapes with some seeds in them. All right. A lot of the wine is trash. And oil and clothing. The oil is trash. You got Jake eat a lot of fried foods, right? But then they using what? What they use for oil? Crisco. All right. Vegetable oil, canola oil. And it's a catch-22 because Esau Edom, he makes those things very, very, very cheap. And as a nation, our people are poor. So Esau just prices you out. All right, when it comes to healthy foods and clothing, nylon, rayon, polyester. All right, mixed fabrics, 95% cotton, 5% spandex. There's a science and a knowledge to everything. All right. And it's in the scriptures. These are the reasons why the Lord told us not to wear mixed fabrics and, do things a certain way. Said all these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners, they are turned into evil. Right. So you got to really avoid certain shit, especially with the food, because you got to eat every day. Or most of the time, you could go, the human body is resilient. You could go a day or two without eating, especially if you properly prepare for it and properly hydrate. But eating is almost like a goddamn hobby. You have people that just always wanting to eat some shit. Then you got the parasites done took over your goddamn body. They behind the wheel now. Putting cheese on every goddamn thing. I'm back on that cheese. Because there's too much bad cheese that Jake used versus the better cheeses, the good cheeses. That fucking melted nacho cheese shit. Jake getting, and a lot of that shit be having pork in it. A big ass goddamn can of cheese. But anyway, let me play this video that I looked at earlier, which inspired me to do a response. Okay.
So, Ma, what kind of grease that's avocado oil?
No, ma'am. Crisco.
That ain't avocado oil?
No, ma'am. Ain't no avocado oil in nothing.
The avocado oil it makes the food not as heavy. It's healthier.
When you eat it, you don't want all that healthy. You eat healthy for breakfast, maybe. For lunch, maybe. But dinner, no, ma'am.
She talking about a maybe. So that's a no. You see the disdain on her face when the healthiness is even mentioned. And see, the thing is, it's like a system. Your body is a system. You have to recalibrate your system. All right. The human beings are creatures of habit. So when you break the habits and form new ones, then the old ones won't be it won't be enticing. Like some of that shit I used to eat, you couldn't pay me to go back to eat none of that shit. All right. I'll turn up my nose at that shit. That shit is beneath me. That shit is beneath us as Israelites. Eating that shit. McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell. You couldn't pay me to eat that shit.
Frying, is that turkey or?
Pork chops. Pork.
So this ain't a healthy day? What about my diet?
What diet? You ain't gotta eat it, baby. Fried onion with gravy.
Now
I'll take my principal on pork chop tomorrow.
Now this shit.
Hey, Melissa.
Now she got demons
I
on her.
fried some pork chops, ate some cream corn and rice. The pork chop is good.
Now Esau don't ruin corn. Corn was a very staple food, okay, in the world. All right, from ancient times, Esau ruined corn, and that looked like, I could be mistaken, that looked like canned corn. And she got demons on her, filming herself. You can't even see her whole body in the goddamn screen. She fucking spilling over to the left and the right, eating a goddamn pork chop.
Oh, but that's so good. God damn.
Talking with food in your mouth, booger in your left nostril, or is that the piercing? Unbelievable. Damn, you ain't gonna, the rice look. See, ain't nothing green on the plate. Here it is. We come from the earth. We're made of the earth, and the whole earth is green. What I mean by that, the land is it's green. It's vegetation. Okay? You ain't got nothing green on your plate. You got canned corn, pork, and rice. And rice can be good depending on which one you get. The best one you want is the Canadian black wild rice. But see, that shit gonna run you about $15 a pound. But see, that's how Esau Edom do. That's how the so-called white man do. He prices the shit. He price you out of it. All right. So what you could do is you could get you a decent rice. Some people like jasmine. You get you a basmati or a mahatma or whatever, a different, a more proper heathen rice, and then you just add a little bit of the black rice in there. You can just stretch it like that. All right. But you got to be careful with the rice because you don't want to eat that beyond a day. Rice only got a day. But then Jake like Chinese food. And Chinese food, fried rice, the proper way to cook fried rice is what? You let it sit for a day and then cook it. See? But yeah, that plate looked horrible. But you know what? We in the last day, what it say? Men will be lovers of them own selves. She thought it was a good idea to show the world her big body self, her necklace self. If she was wearing a turtleneck, you wouldn't know. It ain't supposed to be a such thing as a fat woman, man. Is this the only time in history where the poor is bigger than the fucking rich? You're supposed to, a fat woman is a disgrace. Disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. You ain't supposed to be no fucking fat woman, especially a fat young woman. Wait till your ass get older and your metabolism slowing all the way down and everything, and you 50 plus going on 60, and now you a little pudgy. Ugh. And it's funny because Jake waking up. Like, a lot of Jake ain't eating the pork and all that. Jake be a whole demon, but won't eat pork though. The whole demon, but won't eat McDonald's. You got to be careful about your water too. You got to be picky about your water too, man.
Hey, what's so good?
And you see what she got what looked like to be a wedding ring. She could be married. She could not be. A lot of these women buy themselves a wedding ring. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit so you can see it. That's that typical little cheap little silver wedding ring. I'm in the jury, so that style right there. Past couple years, you see them everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The little silver with the little diamonds. If you can see it. Yeah, a lot of these women, especially the bigger ones, the heavy ones, they'll buy themselves a ring like that. But like I said, she could be married. She probably not or whatever. Who knows? They be faking.
Water.
But anyway, the scripture says, let me go to and at this point, enough information, enough knowledge have came out about pork. Come on, man. Over the years, everybody talking about it, right? But Hosea 4:6 says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge." And then when her big ass get heart disease and high blood pressure, all right, and they got a new phrase now. Oh, you're pre-diabetic. Well, nigga, do you got it or not? Not running your family. No, bitch, you don't run in your family. That's black culture. All right? You could at least have some green. You could at least have some greens on the plate. Damn. Nothing fucking green. You got Jakes walking around here talking about they don't eat vegetables. They don't drink water. Now, I was with my brother some years back. It was him and his wife, and we was cooking or something. Somebody was cooking, maybe my mother or grandmother. They was cooking, and I remember saying, somebody said something. I was in the truth some years in, maybe 3-4 years in. But even in the world, we grew up. Like Apostle Carr say, I was raised by traditional people. I wasn't raised by niggas. They were like Negroes, okay? Your ass ate bean. When we went out to eat, all you can eat, you ain't just run and get a goddamn the fried chicken and the and whatever the fuck you wanted. You had to eat a salad first. See, they was trying. I grew up eating beans. I ain't know what. I don't like lima. Give me the fucking lima beans. I eat them. We ate beans and vegetables and all that shit. But her ass, back to her, they gonna say, well, y'all know Taylor don't like veggies. I'm like, what the fuck that's supposed to mean? You don't eat vegetables. And as a female, you gotta be on top of your health a little bit more because your body is naturally acidic. The female body is naturally acidic. How much more when you fucking eating like that? It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. You see that the old woman face when they brought up the avocado oil? See her face when she asked her what type of meat is that? She's pork. You saw the disdain on it. Right? And the scriptures is the ultimate knowledge, but the scripture encompasses everything. Yeah, a lot of people they can't give up pork. And look, I challenge you. Just do a fucking experiment on yourself. Stop eating it for a month and then eat it. And then see what happened. You get to recalibrate your system. When I first started eating pork, coming in the truth, my little cousin I was on the phone at my aunt house, and my little cousin was frying him like some bacon. And I'm like, I'm not paying attention. I'm in and out the house on the phone, outside or whatever. But the smell was so bad in the house, I had to finish my conversation outside. I'm like, what the fuck did you cook? I'm like, what is that smell? The smell was so fucking horrible. And he looking at me, and he's like 16, 17. He looking like in total shock. And I'm shocked myself, like, damn, I never knew it smelled that bad. So yeah, give yourself a month off and then just do an experiment on yourself. You know, it's certain foods that you ain't ate in a while, and then you'll eat them, and you'll be just fine. But that's one of them foods, don't eat for a while and eat it again. Your body will let you know it ain't supposed to be in there. It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. Yep. And at one point, our people was lost, not a knowledge out there, right? But our people rejected the knowledge, so now y'all being fucking rejected. What you think? What you think you doing the Lord a favor? Nigga? What is that? Ezekiel 4:13. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them, because the Gentiles, the heathen, got control of our bread, got control of our food. But there's other options out there. You got to weigh them out and choose the better ones more often than the wrong ones. And you don't eat no fucking pork at all. Certain shit is no's. You don't eat no pork, no lobster, the dietary law. Then the oils. None of that cheap ass oil. All right. You got to sacrifice on buying all the Jordans and invest in your diet a little better. All right. It's possible. It's expensive eating healthy. It's expensive looking good too. Fucking Nike shirt, Nike shorts, $40, $60. You fucking got that? Anyway, Lord's will, this was a edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash Shalom.